The DJI Mini 5 Pro is not just another drone. It feels like the beginning of a new chapter in the ultralight drone category. For years, sub-250-gram drones were seen as toys or backup gear. Small, convenient, but not professional. DJI changed that with the Mini 3 Pro and the Mini 4 Pro. Now, with the Mini 5 Pro, the gap between compact size and professional-grade power might finally close. The first thing to notice is the build and design. DJI has reshaped the body with a more aerodynamic frame. It looks sharper, but this isn't just about looks. Aerodynamics matter. A thinner, sleeker body slices through air with less resistance. Less resistance means smoother flight, better stability, and more efficient use of power. The frame is rumored to have gained an extra millimeter of thickness for durability, while shedding up to 30 grams of weight compared to the Mini 4 Pro. That may sound like a small change, but in drones, grams matter. Every gram saved adds flexibility. The motors have also been upgraded. DJI is using larger vented motors in the Mini 5 Pro. These motors can push more air, giving the drone extra thrust and stability. Bigger motors also mean better performance in wind, something that ultralight drones often struggle with. For pilots, this means fewer cancelled flights because of breezy conditions. It also means smoother control in mid-air, sharper turns, and stronger climbs. Quick-release propellers are another upgrade. Anyone who has flown drones knows that swapping propellers can be fiddly. Screws, tools, alignment issues, it all adds time. Quick-release systems make that process instant. Push, twist, release. Simple. When you're traveling or shooting in fast-changing conditions, every second matters. DJI knows this, and the Mini 5 Pro makes it easier than ever. But the design isn't just about flight mechanics. It also hides one of the biggest upgrades, the battery. DJI has fitted a massive 4,680 mAh battery inside this sub-250-gram drone. The result is jaw-dropping. Up to 50 to 55 minutes of flight time. Think about that for a moment. Most drones in this category struggle to reach 30 minutes. Some push 35. But 55 minutes is in a different league. That's nearly an hour in the air. For professionals, that means fewer battery swaps and less downtime. For hobbyists, it means more time to experiment, explore, and capture. The camera system is another leap. The Mini 5 Pro is rumored to feature a 1-inch sensor. For a drone of this size, that is huge. Most sub-250-gram drones are stuck with tiny sensors, often 1 or 2.3 inch or smaller. That means limited detail, poor low-light performance, and less dynamic range. A 1-inch sensor changes everything. More surface area means more light capture. More light capture means better image quality, cleaner shadows, and more flexibility in post-production. Low light has always been the Achilles heel of small drones. Grainy, noisy footage as soon as the sun sets. The Mini 5 Pro could change that. Early leaks suggest improved night shooting performance, with less noise and better clarity. Imagine flying at twilight, capturing a city skyline with clean detail and natural colors. Imagine recording a campsite under stars, without the footage turning into a mess of digital noise. That's the promise of this new sensor. Then there's the gimbal. Most drones stick to a limited tilt range. The Mini 5 Pro might break that pattern with a full 360-degree gimbal rotation. This opens up cinematic possibilities that used to require advanced rigs. Smooth barrel rolls. Seamless upside-down tracking shots. Creative angles that previously needed editing tricks can now be captured straight from the drone. For filmmakers and content creators, that's not just an upgrade, it's a game-changer. The lens has also been re-engineered. Wider field of view. Higher resolution. A larger aperture to let in more light. All of this comes together to make footage look more professional straight out of the camera. DJI has also integrated optical image stabilization on top of electronic stabilization. The result? Ultra-smooth video, even when the drone faces turbulence or sudden movements. But the real magic may lie in the sensors. DJI is rumored to include a new front-facing LiDAR system in the Mini 5 Pro. LiDAR, or light detection and ranging, is advanced technology usually found in high-end robotics and self-driving cars. It maps the world in 3D by firing out light and measuring the return. For a drone, this means superior obstacle detection and depth perception. Paired with an upgraded 3D infrared system, the Mini 5 Pro could see objects up to 25 meters away with stunning accuracy. Obstacle avoidance has been hit or miss on ultralight drones. Either the sensors were too weak, or the field of view was limited. The Mini 5 Pro is expected to change that with omnidirectional sensing. That means 360-degree awareness. The drone doesn't just look forward or down, it sees in all directions. Imagine flying through a forest trail, weaving between trees, without constantly worrying about crashing. Imagine chasing a moving subject through unpredictable terrain, while the drone keeps itself safe. That's what omnidirectional sensing brings to the table. Flight range is another headline feature. The O4 transmission system is said to deliver up to 20 kilometers of range. For context, most drone flights are legally limited to line of sight, which is often just a few hundred meters. But longer range means stronger signal, less interference, and more reliability even in dense environments like cities. Whether you're flying by the beach or in an urban jungle, O4 ensures a steady, lag-free feed to your controller or goggles. Speaking of controllers, the Mini 5 Pro supports DJI's latest lineup, RC2, RCN3, the Motion Controller, and DJI Goggles 3. This is more than compatibility, it's flexibility. Pilots can choose their preferred control style. Traditional sticks, motion-based inputs, or immersive first-person view through goggles. For creators, this means more creative control. For beginners, it means more options to learn comfortably. Performance in flight also gets a boost. The new motors, combined with aerodynamic design, give the Mini 5 Pro higher speeds and greater stability. Longer flights no longer mean sacrificing accuracy. The drone can cruise smoothly, climb aggressively, and descend gracefully, all while maintaining stable video. In practical terms, this means shots look professional even when the pilot is pushing the drone to its limits. And then there is smart AI. DJI has been refining its intelligent flight features for years, and the Mini 5 Pro takes them further. Advanced subject tracking powered by AI means the drone doesn't just follow, it understands. It analyzes the size, speed, and shape of objects, predicting movement to keep subjects in frame. Runners, cyclists, cars, or even animals. The drone adapts in real time, adjusting flight paths for smoother, more cinematic tracking. This is where the Mini 5 Pro stands apart. It's not just hardware upgrades. It's the merging of hardware and intelligence. A drone that feels aware. A drone that adapts. A drone that makes the pilot's job easier, so the focus stays on creativity, not control stress. When it comes to drones, the camera is always at the heart of the story. A drone may have strong motors and a long flight time, but if the footage looks weak, it won't matter. The DJI Mini 5 Pro understands this. It isn't just about recording video, it's about recording video that looks professional, cinematic, and ready to share without hours of correction. The new camera doesn't just stop at the 1-inch sensor. DJI has re-engineered its video pipeline from capture to output. Rumors suggest the Mini 5 Pro will support 8K recording. That is an enormous leap in resolution for a sub-250-gram drone. For most users, 4K is already sharp. But 8K gives flexibility. You can crop, reframe, and zoom in during editing without losing detail. For content creators, this means one shot can serve multiple purposes. For professionals, it means no compromise on clarity even when delivering to clients who demand the best. But resolution isn't everything. Color matters just as much. The Mini 5 Pro is expected to record in 10-bit color. That means over a billion possible color values compared to the 16 million of standard 8-bit recording. The difference shows in gradients, sunsets, skies, oceans. Instead of banding or harsh transitions, you get smooth, natural shifts. This makes grading in post much easier, giving creators more flexibility to craft the look they want. Frame rates also matter. The Mini 5 Pro may support up to 120 frames per second at 4K. High frame rates open the door to slow motion capture. Imagine recording a fast action scene, surfing, skating, biking, and then slowing it down while keeping the footage sharp and detailed. The ability to shift between cinematic 24 frames per second, smooth 60 fps, and dramatic 120 frames per second makes this drone versatile in almost any scenario. Color science is another area where DJI has been refining its craft. Every camera manufacturer has a look. DJI's earlier drones were sometimes criticized for being too contrasty or too digital. Recent models, like the Air 3 and Mavic 3 Pro, showed big improvements in natural color reproduction. The Mini 5 Pro will likely continue this trend. Expect warmer skin tones, accurate blues and greens, and better handling of highlights. DJI has also added support for flatter log profiles in recent releases. That feature may carry over, giving professionals maximum control over grading. Dynamic range will also be key. A larger 1-inch sensor means shadows hold more detail, and highlights are less likely to blow out. Shooting in bright midday sun. You'll capture the sky without losing detail in the ground. Flying in darker forests. You'll see textures in the trees instead of crushed blacks. This balance makes footage look more polished without endless tweaking. Now, let's talk about stabilization. DJI has always used a 3-axis mechanical gimbal in its Mini line. The Mini 5 Pro enhances this with the rumored 360-degree rotation and optical stabilization. Electronic stabilization helps smooth microjitters, while the gimbal handles big movements. Combined, they produce shots that look like they came from expensive rigs. Even in windy conditions, even during fast maneuvers, your footage stays usable. Smart AI features push things further. ActiveTrack has been one of DJI's signature tools, and the Mini 5 Pro is set to receive the most advanced version yet. The AI doesn't just lock onto a subject, it predicts movement. If a runner moves behind a tree, the drone can anticipate reappearance instead of losing the subject. If a cyclist speeds up or slows down, the drone adjusts automatically. This predictive tracking makes shots smoother and reduces the need for manual corrections. There's also potential for smarter autonomous flight paths. DJI may introduce pre-programmed moves powered by AI, where the drone analyzes the scene and chooses the most cinematic angles. Think of it like a co-pilot who knows how to frame a shot. For beginners, it removes the stress of complex maneuvers. For advanced pilots, it saves time and adds creative options. Storage is another area of upgrade. The standard kit of the Mini 5 Pro may ship with 32 GB of internal memory. That's a big step up from earlier Minis, which often forced users to rely solely on microSD cards. With 32 GB built in, you always have backup space for emergencies. For creators, this means if you forget a card, you're still covered. Of course, 32 GB is only the beginning. With 8K video, files will be massive. DJI knows this, which is why support for high-capacity microSD cards is essential. Expect compatibility with cards up to at least 1 TB. This gives creators freedom to shoot long sessions without swapping cards mid-flight. Then there's workflow. DJI's app ecosystem has improved steadily. The latest versions allow fast wireless transfers, quick edits, and direct uploads to social platforms. The Mini 5 Pro will likely integrate tightly with DJI's newest app suite. That means smoother transitions from shooting to editing to publishing. In a world where speed matters, where creators post in real time, this workflow advantage is critical. Accessories and bundles round out the experience. DJI almost always offers a standard kit and a Fly More combo. The Mini 5 Pro is expected to follow that tradition. The standard kit is rumored to be priced around $850. That includes the drone, a single battery, basic propellers, and the controller. Perfect for entry-level users or those on a budget. The Fly More combo, expected around $1,200, is where things get interesting. Extra batteries, a charging hub, filters, spare propellers, and possibly a carrying case. For serious users, the combo always offers more value. The extra batteries alone justify the upgrade, especially with flight times now pushing 55 minutes each. Pricing is important because DJI has carefully placed the Mini 5 Pro between its other models. The Mini 4 Pro sits below. The Air 3 and Mavic 3 series sit above. By setting the Mini 5 Pro in the $850 to $1,200 range, DJI ensures it appeals to creators who want near-professional quality without the bulk or price of bigger drones. It's a sweet spot, light enough to avoid registration in most regions, powerful enough to deliver professional results. Now let's zoom out and look at strategy. DJI dominates the drone market, but competition is rising. Companies like Autel, Skidio, and even startups are pushing innovations. Regulations are tightening. Users want smaller, safer, more intelligent drones. The Mini 5 Pro is DJI's answer to all of this. By keeping it under 250 grams, DJI avoids many regulatory headaches for its users. By packing in a 1-inch sensor and 8K video, DJI makes sure creators don't feel like they are settling for less. By pushing battery life to nearly an hour, DJI sets a new benchmark. And by adding AI intelligence and advanced sensors, DJI makes the drone safer and smarter than ever. It's not just about specs. It's about redefining expectations. For years, drones under 250 grams were good enough. Now, they might be good, period. The Mini 5 Pro could make larger drones unnecessary for many users. Why carry a bulky Mavic when you can get nearly the same quality in your pocket? This also hints at DJI's long-term vision. Smaller, smarter, more capable. The Mini line started as an entry point. With the Mini 5 Pro, it may become the main choice for both hobbyists and professionals. It represents freedom, freedom from regulation, freedom from heavy gear, freedom from compromise. And finally, timing. The Mini 5 Pro is expected to launch on August 7, 2025. That's not far away. DJI likes to create excitement, and the closer we get to the date, the more leaks we'll see. But based on what we know now, this may be the most important release in the drone world since the original Mavic. The story is simple. DJI took everything that made the Mini series popular, small size, lightweight, portability, and then removed the weaknesses. Short flight times. Fixed. Weak sensors. Fixed. Limited image quality. Fixed. Fragile design. Fixed. The result is a drone that doesn't just fit in your pocket. It fits into your workflow. Into your travel plans. Into your creative vision. The DJI Mini 5 Pro is not just an upgrade, it's a statement.